Don't tell Lisa, but I'm going to get to Paper Pumpkin before she does this month. This weekend we were so busy. Lisa was going to take a look at Paper Pumpkin and put the projects together, but she didn't have time. So she's still at school, so while she's away, I'm going to play with the Paper Pumpkin. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got. Here's this month's Paper Pumpkin box. Has sort of this nice wood grain, says September Haunts and Harvest. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at what is in this month's Paper Pumpkin. So as we open it up, the first thing I notice is there's quite a pattern that's displayed on the top cover here. We're going to see what that's all about, but that looks kind of fun. Let's open up the package. As always, Paper Pumpkin has everything you need to make these projects. So as we look first, I've got soft succulents, a little Stampin' Spot. In case you don't know, you can't buy Stampin' Spots anymore pre-inked. You can buy the empties and you can buy the ink refills and make your own Stampin' Spots. But Paper Pumpkin, as far as I know, is the only way you can get those. So we have a nice soft succulent Stampin' Spot. We have our stamps. We have a number of phrases going on here. I see thank you, hey there pumpkin, I pick you every time, you're a blessing, and happy Halloween, as well as some leaves and branches that I see. We have our instructions, which I'm going to come back to those in just a second. And then in the package, we have everything else we need. Let me go ahead and get that out and move our box. And so as we open it up, I can see we have these are like that jute, sort of those jute like you have on paper shopping bags or paper gift bags. That looks kind of nice. We have all these tags, which I think are going to be great for stamping our sentiments on. They just punch right out. And there it is. So we're going to be able to utilize those. We have this, which is obviously a pattern of some kind. We're going to see what we're going to fold that into. And it looks like it's kind of the soft succulent and the evening evergreen a little bit kind of look going on there. Here we have more die cut elements in sort of a shiny black. Got a couple pages of those. Oh, look at these. I don't know if you can see, but it's all the pieces to put a face on your jack-o'-lantern. Oh, I see. And these are stickers. So as we put those together, here's some more of those. I think they're going to be pumpkins that we're going to fit together. Lastly, we have some more leaves that are all die cut for us. More pumpkins. We have some adhesive strips that we're going to use, and I see those in a couple different colors. And some more pumpkins, and of course some glue dots. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, with these giant mitts, those glue dots can be a little challenging for me. So we're going to see how those go today. All right, so that looks like everything we've got in our pack. So let's go ahead and get out our instructions, because as you know, I am the instruction reader. Lisa is the let's just see what we can make out of this thing. So today you're going to get that more exact. So here we have our Paper Pumpkin instructions, and like I said, look, we're going to make these cute little pumpkins look like they'd be great little treat holders. And let's open it up. So as we see, first it's showing us that we can stamp on those leaves, adding sort of the veins to that, adding a sentiment. Then we can put together our pumpkin. Third, we're going to use that jute that I sort of told you about to adhere that. We've got a couple, we'll do the holes in the leaves, and then we'll add the smiley face on the front of our jack-o'-lantern. So let's go ahead and put one of those together. So I'm going to go ahead and use the orange one. And let's see, what they show here is, I'm just going to bend these a little bit to get us going. I'm going to bend up. Actually, I'm going to hold off on that base. Now the thing I see on our instructions is this black is where we're going to put that adhesive. I can see that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and You may have noticed in those adhesive strips, we had two sizes. We had longer ones and we had shorter ones. So the longer ones, I'm going to go ahead and put one of those right here. Okay, and then I'm going to put the little short ones on the base of each of those pumpkin flaps that are going on there. So let me move our instructions out of the way to make it a little easier to see. So we have my flaps, and I'm going to go ahead and stick one of these on each of the bottom of these flaps. Oops, that one I peeled off. Peeled off just the top, not the adhesive. So let's get another one. Did it again. Go ahead and add one there. And add one here. This last one I'm going to stick back on there for later. Okay, so I've put on all my tabs. So now I'm going to go ahead and notch these together. So it looks like they have the arrows kind of pointing this direction. Two in. I see the rounded ones. And then going in this way. And let's look at that cover again. I see. So the rounded ones go inside. And then our latches go together. So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel that long strip we had. Sorry, get back on camera here. I'm going to peel that long strip we had, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere it right to the other end. Go ahead and press that down. Next, I'm going to fold in the rounded ones, and then I'm going to take our little hooks and I'm going to hook these right in together. I need to look at my picture again. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and hook those two. How do I get in my third one? Hook, 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 hook. Okay. Oh, you know what? Nope. Have to go up. And we have to go... Oh, there we go. Got it. Okay. Use a pencil to slightly curl the flaps before folding. When connecting the top, push one tip in and hook two over it. Then push two in, hook, and hook the remaining flap. Okay. I'm not entirely following our process there, but that's okay. All right, so next I'm going to go ahead and peel our flaps on the bottom. And I'm going to fold those in a little bit more. I have one that I missed. Again, these giant mitts I have for hands sometimes make it a little tricky with the small pieces, but now I'm just going to adhere that base to all those little flaps that I just turned up. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside for a minute because now we need to stamp our sentiment. So I am going to choose Hey There Pumpkin, which is something that I say to Lisa sometimes. Hey there, pumpkin. I'm going to peel that off, and I am going to grab a block. Go ahead and put that right on my block, and I'm going to open my succulent Stampin' Spot. Now you've heard Lisa say before that she likes to just open one edge because then it works sort of like a hinge when you open it. I just need to find something sharp to get that one edge open. All right, a little more sharp edge. There we go. All right, so I'm going to take my Stampin' Spot and I'm just going to ink up those words. And I'm going to grab our little sentiment banner that we had before. I'm going to go just a little bit more because I want to make sure I get everything on there. Okay. I'm going to just line it right up. And there we go. Hey there, pumpkin. Then I'm going to pop out our little hole. And I'm going to take one of our little jute twine things. And if you look at what they show, they have it all kind of curly-Q. So what you can do is take anything that's straight, like a pen or whatever you want, and go ahead and just wind that around there. So I just wound it right around my pen, pulled it off, and now I can go ahead and slide my little tag right on there. There we go. Kind of wind it so it's about halfway up my little tag there, or my little stem. And I'm going to leave that just as it is right now. Now I mentioned those leaves. I want to go ahead and punch a couple of the leaves. So I'm going to punch out, they're already die cut for me. So I'm going to take two of those leaves and I'm going to take the little veining stamp that came in my set here. Peel that off. And I'm going to go ahead and pull off my Hello Pumpkin and put on my leaf. Now once my leaf's on there, go back with my succulent pad again. Now I could use other colors. You know, obviously we have lots of other colors that I could choose to do this one. This might look nice in an espresso, get the brown in there, or go with the evening evergreen. In fact, I might do my second leaf with the evening evergreen just so you can see that. I just want to get that good and inked up. Then I'm going to take my leaf and my veining and go ahead and just stamp it on there. All right, so that looks nice, but like I said, let's just look at what it would look like with a little bit darker color on there. And I happen to have some evening evergreen right nearby, so I'm just going to open that up. Now with the big pad, I can go ahead and just tap my stamp from above. You saw when I was using the spot, I was using the spot over the stamp. On this one, I went a little crazy, got a little more on there, so I'll have to be a little careful. But I'm going to go ahead and just put that. right there. Now you can see it gives a little nice darker look than our other one. They both look great. It's just a matter of what you're looking for. Like I said, you could also do something like espresso or something in a brown. Would also look really nice on that. Now I'm going to close up that pad, or I'm going to keep getting ink all over everything, which I already have a little bit. Now we need to put a hole in our leaves so we can string them on. And where is the take my pick? Take your pick. It has wandered off the work desk. All right. I am not seeing it nearby. Nope, not in there. That's strange because we usually have two here on this desk. All right, you know what? I don't want to get up and hunt around for it, so I'm going to go ahead. Shh, don't tell Lisa. Not exactly the best way to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and just use my snip to put my little hole in there. So I'm going to go in. Sometimes you just have to use what you have handy. And I have to say, with that sort of jute handle the way it is, it's really, you're not going to see the hole. It's going to sort of cover that up quite a bit. So, all right, so I have my hole in my leaves. Next, I want to go ahead and curl this one as well. So again, I'm just going to take a pen, go ahead and wrap it around the base of my pen, slide it off. I can go ahead and play with it and get it however I want. But the main thing is I want to get my leaf on there. Now with these, I'm going to put one leaf kind of towards one end, and I'm going to put one leaf towards the other end. Now you also could just adhere these leaves with like a glue dot or some adhesive or even some glue. That would be another option. As I said, I kind of like to just follow what they put on the sheet, and so what I see is they showed a hole in the middle there, so I am putting a hole in the middle there. You know what? I'm going to take that back. I think they put a glue dot there. Oh well, I'm not doing quite exactly what they say. These things happen. So next I need to attach these. So I'm going to go ahead and take this, and again, I'm going to have to ask Lisa how she thinks they were supposed to do these tabs, because to me, it's not quite the way I would expect it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one around a little bit this way. And we're going to come, what I want to do is get it underneath, there we go, underneath one of those little tabs. And then bring it around. That's what I was trying to get it to do. I just had to work at it a little more. I'm going to twist that a little bit. I'm kind of losing my curly cue, but that's all right. When I get it all done, I can go ahead and add it back in. I'm also going to add in my second little curly cue. In fact, you know what? Let's put them together. I'm going to go ahead and put these two together. Get my nesting back together here. And because, like I said, sometimes for me, little tiny things can be difficult, I'm going to go ahead and use one of Lisa's favorite items, and I'm going to take a dimensional. And I'm going to take a dimensional and I'm going to stick it right here, because it's going to give me something to stick that jute to, and it's also going to help me hold that little piece right there. And so I'm going to stick one there, and I'm going to take a second one and put it right there. and it's going to do some of my holding for me. Not entirely kosher, but that's okay. You know what? We're getting the job done. All right. So then I'm going to take and put one of my leaves right on that one. I'm going to bend these around so my other leaf hangs. And I'm just going to attach my jute to that second one. Like I said, I now realize in their instructions it's not a hole through the leaf, it's a glue dot where I put my hole in the leaf, but that's okay. So the last thing I want to do is I want to just add the face on my pumpkin. And so let's go find where those went to. Here we go. So here I have my stickers to do my little pumpkin face. And I'm going to go ahead and peel off the mouth. I'm just going to put it right on there. Next, I'm going to take the little 2 triangle eyes. And triangle eye number 1. Triangle eye number 2. Not exactly how I'd want it, but let's see if we can straighten him out a little bit. Not exactly straight, but that's okay. You kind of get the idea where we're going there. So the nice thing is with this paper pumpkin kit, you have enough of all the pieces it looks like to make. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of them, which is pretty common. A lot of times it's sets of 12 that are in there. I just have to figure out how those top pieces were supposed to hook on there and get that figured out. But anyway, kind of fun. Just wanted to show you what was in this month's paper pumpkin. Lisa will make the rest, and I'm sure that they are going to be much better than mine are looking. So thanks so much for tuning in. Don't tell Lisa I did it. We'll just let it be a surprise for her. She'll find it on the site. Okay, we will talk to you later. Thanks so much.